By our good friend John Holt. If you're not familiar with John Holt, you should be. Anyway, John Holt, longtime sports reporter in the state, WFSB, and now doing documentaries, I know, for CPTV. John, really one of the great storytellers in our state, great reporter, and a guy who, I'm sorry, John, I'm embarrassing you, a guy who goes beyond just covering sports. He really cares about sports and has a great passion for sports in Connecticut. And he's gotten behind some terrific causes. And John, you're here to talk about a specific cause, and that is an event that you organized going back, what, 7 years? 7 years
This
now?
will be our 7th or 8th time we've done it. It's called Scooper Sunday. It's in conjunction with the Hartford Yard Goats. It was with the Dunkin Rockettes previously, and now the Yard Goats have their new stadium, and we're excited about that. And it's been generating great fan interest, so we expect a big crowd. Scooper Sunday on a Sunday. This is some footage from years past in New Britain. July 30th. Proceeds benefit the vital work being done by the Jordan Porco Foundation out of Hartford. They are working with awareness about suicide prevention, mental health awareness. But you're saying that doesn't look like baseball. That's ice cream. It's called Scooper Sunday because 9 Connecticut vendors and ice cream shops donate all their goodies. We have Italian ice, we have ice cream. You can sample over 30 flavors with the game right over you can swivel in your chair and watch the game from up in the air where the ice cream is. And it's just a nice vibe. It brings some important attention to the cause, but people combine the baseball, the ice cream, and make a donation in the process and go home with some knowledge, but feel real good too.
So we can get more into the ice cream in a second, but I just want to add, I know this is an important cause to you, and you're very generous in that you talk openly about your own personal loss with your brother who took his life several years ago. And you know, that's a big reason, obviously, why you're so involved.
Absolutely. That was what motivated me to do it. It took me about 10 years to come to grips with some of the feelings and the emotions. I lost my brother at age 25. He took his own life in 1999. And about 10 years in, you're at a different point. Anyone who's dealt with various stages of grief, you want to apply all these feelings you have in a positive direction, and that's where I decided to partner with the Rockettes. Doesn't happen without the largesse and the generosity of the Rockettes and now the Yard Goats to provide us with the great facility and the fans. And it's an important day because the message is spread, but it also has that feeling where there's the baseball and the ice cream, so it's not too heavy. It's heartened me and my family to see, since my brother died 18 years ago, that the issue of mental health and suicide is out of the darkness to some more degree. People are talking about it more. It's very much part and parcel of, particularly for young people that are being bullied and having some of these feelings. But it's still not as easy to talk about, say, as maybe breast cancer or Alzheimer's or some of the other big important issues out there and health concerns.
And I think, and you and I were talking about this a little earlier, but I think in today's world with the pressures that young people are dealing with and getting into college as soon as they're in school, and how everything is out there, everyone's lives are out there, and the bullying that you mentioned, that's what helps to make this such a great cause, because kids are under enormous pressure these days.
Absolutely, and that's one of the great things that the Jordan Porco Foundation is doing. And if people are interested in more, rememberingjordan.org, named in the memory of a young man who passed away, took his own life, and his parents have formed this foundation. And why it's so important is they target the college and high school population with what they call fresh check events on college campuses to weigh in and start the dialogue with people. And they're now getting into Connecticut high schools. There are college campuses across the country. Just starting the dialogue and letting people know it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say you need some help or you need someone to talk to or listen and hear what you have to say. So it's really a privilege to be partnered with the Porco Foundation, and of course the great ice cream vendors that'll donate all their product.
So again, you pay money, you get a ticket to the ball game, you get ice cream, and these vendors are there throughout the course of the whole game.
They are 9 different ones, as I mentioned. If you wanted, you could try 30 plus flavors.
Bigger size shirt with you to wear on your way out.
You're going to need it. And whether you're going to the ballpark that day, you've already purchased your Yard Goat ticket, and they're selling out on the weekends, which is good news for us in terms of crowds.
Yeah.
You can come get a separate bracelet or hand stamp to get access to the ice cream area. Or you can buy an all-inclusive ticket in advance. And if anybody's interested in that, and we have a Silver Scoop winner, we have the top flavor voted that day, they can look me up on Twitter at John Holt TV, and I can steer you towards the all-inclusive tickets.
All right, and I think we have that. We can put up real quickly at John Holt TV.
On Twitter,
you can reach out to John directly. By the way, John, congratulations on your recent Emmy Award. I know
Thank you. That was a good feeling.
Just one more spot on that mantle of Emmy Awards you have.
Well, I feel fortunate. Thanks for the time tonight, Noah.
Hey,
I
listen,
appreciate
you
it.
are always welcome. You ever want to talk about anything, you come down here.